Did you miss the peak of the market selling your home?
We did.
Yeah.
We totally did. Don't laugh at us.
I know. It's like so sad. It's funny, you know?
I mean, we are experts, I believe.
Yeah. Well, we should be.
We should. And we missed the peak of the market like everybody else did.
Well, we weren't quite ready to sell yet, but looking back, I wish we would have sold in spring 2022.
We lost out on probably $500,000-$600,000.
Oh, God.
We're going to tell you, if you are like us, ow, this really hurts. I can't even talk right now.
Yeah.
I am a hypnotist.
Okay. You're going to tell people to forget about it?
You just ruined it.
Well, first we need to tell them what happened. Not that you don't already know. So spring 2022 is when people were getting multiple offers on their homes. Offers were going upwards of $500,000, $600,000 over list price.
Here in Seattle.
Seattle, okay. Also, homes were coming off the market within 2 or 3 days.
And people were giving, they were going $500,000 or $600,000 over. They were also giving, what earnest money is, right? So that usually sits in an account and goes to the seller when it's over, when the sale closes. They were giving that money to people like right up front. Hey, here's $500,000.
Just take it.
And if I can't close on the house, it's yours. So coming back to it, if you're the seller, like we are sellers, we will be sellers soon, and you missed out on that, what we're telling you is it didn't happen. Yeah,
you got to forget about spring 22 because
it wasn't real.
It was not real. So
it was a fugazi.
Contingencies are back. Homes are sitting on the market for 30, 45 days, 60 days sometimes.
Don't freak people out.
People are not getting, I have to tell the truth, people are not getting multiple offers on their home. Offers are coming in under list price reductions left and right, okay? So it feels like doomsday compared to spring, but remember, we got rid of spring 22.
I mean, here's an example. We have clients that wanted to sell their home earlier in the year, but they saw prices going up and they didn't plan on moving out of state until they moved in just earlier in the month in September. So they moved in September. A house in their neighborhood sold for $1.65 million. And they're like, we'll price below that. And they wanted to price at $1.6 million. As the time went on, interest rates started going up. And our clients kept on realizing, well, somebody else made $1.65 million. As the time sat on market and the months went by, because they missed the peak of the market, now it's priced at $1.45 million. So it's $150,000 below what they listed at, but $200,000 below what the neighbor sold for.
Yeah.
And the same size house, same year built, same beautiful white picket fence, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So what we're telling you is, that peak of the market never happened.
Yeah. Okay.
It just didn't happen.
Okay. So we made that point. Now, what do you do if you're wanting to sell your home? So first and foremost, what we are suggesting and encouraging all of our clients to do is not sell right now. We're encouraging them to wait and sell in spring of 2023, which Jason and I just talked about off camera. It's actually not spring, it's winter. We're telling people to list in late January, early February, March. You don't want to wait till May because that's when the market could start to dip again.
And it's the seasonality that we're talking about. Even though we did our voodoo magic and you don't remember what happened back in last year, this is normal time. So even if that didn't happen, we would be telling you, don't list right now. The people that are selling in November, December, early January, they're people that have to move. Maybe they're going through a family situation or they're getting relocated. There's always people that must sell at a certain period of time, right? But for those of you that can plan in advance, which we can plan in advance.
Yes, we can.
So if you can plan in advance, we're going to go through what you need to do.
Yeah. So if you are able to not list your home, wait, okay? Let's say you do need to list your home. The first thing to keep in mind is that we've said this 27 times in this video already. Spring 22 did not happen. So do not use those home prices as your comps, as you're pricing out your listing.
LeBron James, poof.
Yeah. You cannot use your neighbor's house that has the same floor plan, same size that sold in March of 2022. You cannot use that as a comp for your home because it's just simply not going to sell for that same price.
I mean, we're helping a neighbor of ours sell their house shortly, and What he said to me, this was yesterday, is we had a neighbor sell for 2.5, and he said, what is it worth now? And I said, it's probably worth 2 million now. And he's like, that's just sad. He was so sad.
That's sad.
It's really sad. But if you look at, you bought your house 7 years ago for, let's say, $800,000 in the Seattle market. I know we're talking crazy numbers here. And fast forward, it's worth $2 million. That's still a great return.
Profit, yeah.
It's a great return. It's just not what, we're here with you.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have your home listed right now and it's not selling and you don't know what to do and you're not getting the price that you want, what you can do, and at least this is in Seattle. I don't know if this is everywhere, Jason. You can tell me this. Pull your house off the market.
Mm-hmm.
If you let it sit idle, not listed for 90 days, and then you relist it in the winter, spring season, it will come on as a brand new listing.
It's off, it's canceled. Nobody's going to call about it for 90 days. So 3 months, not 89 days, not 87 days. So if you plan in advance, it will come back into any system that's marketing homes, Redfin, Zillow, Compass, whatever, Windermere, whatever it is. And it will be looking like a brand new listing. If you do dig deeper, you will see it was listed before, but let's like, most people don't do that.
Right. It's going to look like a brand new listing.
And that's what you want. You don't want somebody to say, well, it's been on. So we had a client recently say, well, what if we just leave it on the market for the next 4 or 5 months and see what happens? You can definitely do that if you have to sell.
But people are going to see that your house has been sitting for 85 days and they're going to go, what's wrong with this house?
Yeah. So if you see a house that's on the market for 90 days, what's your first thought?
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Are they overpriced? Do they even really want to sell? Or are they just trying to rip people off? You want to come across as a seller as the market shifts that people want to work with.
Right. And so, okay, let's say you do pull your house off the market and you say, I'm going to wait 90 days to list it again in that good season, spring, winter, early spring.
Winter.
Yeah. In that time, it is so important to take any feedback you got from those early showings of your home being listed. If they had feedback that they didn't like the carpet or it was too dark or whatever, take that 90 days to make some of those inexpensive fixes. So we had a listing where everyone felt there wasn't a lot of natural light. Well, the bedroom walls are a really dark color. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to paint them white so that when it gets relisted in the spring, it's nice and bright in there. Learn from the feedback that you're getting, make inexpensive changes. So when you do come on as a brand new listing in late winter, early spring, it looks a lot better.
And going back to it, like, we know those fixes can cost money. Lean on your agent, whoever they are, or lean on, and again, I highly recommend Compass for this type of project. They will pay for it up front. So if it costs $4,000 to paint the house or $7,000 for new carpet, and you know that will help you sell your house, lean on a Compass agent who has the concierge program that can get it. They'll get the bids for you and they will coordinate the work.
Yep. Easy peasy. So moral of the story, don't list right now. List in early spring. But if you're a buyer, we'll say this real quick. If you are a buyer, this is a great time for you because there is no rush, right? You have time on your side. You can keep all those contingencies. You can buy homes at lower prices. I know interest rates are a little high right now, but buy it now at that lower price. Refinance later when interest rates come down. Buy the dip. I think we're not experts in the stock market, but I think the best investors always buy the dip, and we are in the dip. Buy the dip.